Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day. I wanted to do a video just explaining where I'm at right now, what's going on, just a quick little update. We just found out we have about 2 weeks left in this contract, unfortunately. I am dating a travel nurse, so we go typically for about 12 to 14 weeks to different spots, different hospitals. And this one that we're at now, they decided to cut the contract short, cut it early. So we are actually gonna be leaving Jersey about a month, 3 weeks to a month earlier than we were planning on it. So I am actually kind of really sad, and I'm trying to process all those emotions that I've been feeling because I'm kind of sentimental, and I was planning on being here for another month with both my jobs and my coworkers and stuff like that, and just living by the beach has been amazing. So that's gonna be cut short, and I'm very sad about that. That's kind of just the game of traveling, is you don't really have set plans. You just have to kind of be on the fly. So they gave us a 2-week notice. So that's what we are dealing with. I just found out last night, and honestly, I haven't told either of my jobs yet because I just don't even want to think about the fact that we're gonna be moving again. Not only am I very sentimental, and I'm like, okay, now I have to figure out what to do, how to say bye to all these people, fit everything in that I needed to do, pack, but I also have to eat all the food in our fridge, which might sound kind of dumb, but like all the condiments, all the random stuff that takes kind of a while to eat, we have to hurry up and eat it before we leave. So that's something that we need to get done. I need to tell both my jobs that I'm leaving a month earlier than I was planning on it. We have to pack all of our stuff up. We also have to find out where we're going for the next contract. There are a lot of perks to traveling. Obviously, we've been to 2 different places in 6 months, which has been awesome. But it is also hard, especially when you're like me and you're sentimental and you don't like to say goodbye to people and you don't like to let go of people or places or things. It helps that I've been at Olive Garden for this month, or January was actually 10 years. So I was able to transfer 2 times, and I'm hoping that I can transfer a 3rd time. But you never really know, especially because I'm only going to be there for about 12 weeks. And I have been honest with them about it because I have to be. I can't lie. So we're wanting to stay somewhere up in the northern part of the country, kind of close to where we are now. Right now we're in New Jersey, the Jersey Shore specifically. So that's why I'm really sad to leave the ocean, and I didn't get to see too much of Jersey just because we've only been here for like 2 months, and we both have been working a lot. I've been working almost every single day at both my jobs, so it's been good because I've been able to catch up and everything, and we don't know exactly when the next contract is going to start, so it's good that I was able to save up some money. But it also kind of sucks because I was starting to save up some money, and now March 24th is the last day of the contract, so we technically don't have anything lined up until then. I will let y'all know when I do have something lined up, or we have something lined up. Right now we're thinking probably Vermont, New Hampshire, New York, Maine. New York, you need a separate kind of license for that, to be a travel nurse. So my boyfriend's been getting that situated. We were hoping by April it would be all situated, but because this contract is getting cut short, we have less time. We were supposed to be leaving April 15th, April 11th, but yeah, it got switched to March 24th. So I'm still processing it. Like I said, it teaches you a lot about just letting go and moving on, which is good because I need practice with that, because like I said, I've been at Olive Garden for 10 years. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that because I'm loyal, I'm really good at the job, and I've been able to transfer. something in my soul was always telling me, like, don't quit yet, because I wanted to quit for so long, like 5 years, but I didn't, because something in my soul was just like, it's just not your time to quit yet. You need to keep working. And it ended up paying off. So far, it's paying off. I'm hoping at the next spot I can transfer to another Olive Garden. If not Olive Garden, maybe like a Longhorn. If not, then I'll probably just have to say goodbye to the company. And you know what? It is what it is at this point. I really don't want to, just because the unemployment rate was really, really high in Jersey, so it was hard for me to get a second job here. I did transfer from my last Olive Garden to here, but it was taking a while, and they weren't really seeming like they wanted me to work there. So I got a second job in case Olive Garden didn't work out, and I just kept it. And yeah, so I don't even know where I was going with that, but I learned a lot at the second job, honestly, because it had been over 5 years since I had gotten a new job, and I learned a little bit about myself, so that's always fun. And it was good practice, like interviewing with people, updating my resume. It was all good things, but these are kind of the hard parts about dating a travel nurse, because most of it, obviously I do have some say, but a lot of it is based off of him, like what works for him. And you know, it's fine, because I'm pretty good with the flow, but it is hard sometimes to just let go of control. So like I said, it's good practice for me to just let the universe take the wheel, because honestly, it has been working out more than you would believe. When we originally got this Airbnb, we only booked it until April 8th, because you could only book it for like 90 days, or else like they have weird laws, I don't know, squatter laws and stuff like that. So we had it till April 8th, and we've been kind of thinking like, okay, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna get another Airbnb for the last week or so that we're here? Are we gonna get a hotel? Do we want to try to stay here? What's the plan? So we've actually started looking into different hotels and Airbnbs, and we were kind of leaning towards going to a hotel, just because they have better beds, and it'll be kind of fun, we think. And that was the plan. So before we were about to book the hotel, and then all of a sudden, the next day, they tell my boyfriend like, hey, we're gonna be cutting the contract short. So it worked out for us, because in a sense, because now we don't have to figure out where we're gonna stay that last week, if that makes sense. Like, it was kind of something in the back of our minds that we needed to get done, but I wasn't stressing about it, at least. I don't think my boyfriend was either, but it was starting to become something like, okay, we need to worry about it. And I'm glad that we didn't, because it turns out we didn't ever need to worry about it. So I've noticed with a lot of this contract, a lot of things have just been working out like that. Like, if I just go with the flow and I don't stress about things and worry about when am I gonna get this done, how am I gonna do this, it just has been happening. So I'm happy about that. Like I said, I'll let y'all know when I know where we're going. If we have a few options, I'll let you guys know. I want to be somewhere near woods, water, nature, national park, stuff like that would be really cool. But there's also a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now, so I don't want to be anywhere where that kind of stuff is going down. As selfish as that may sound, I'm just trying to be safe and get through the next 3 months. It would be cool if you decide to follow along with me on our journey to moving to our next spot. I'm gonna give you guys some tips on moving, especially like with the travel nurse thing. It's hard because, not just a travel nurse, but if you have any type of traveling job, it can be hard when you move every like 3 or 6 months, because you can only pack so much stuff. So that's something that I've been adjusting to, as well as not having all my things with me. I'm doing a lot better than I thought, but it's kind of getting to the point now that it's summertime and it's starting to warm up and stuff. I'm like, okay, I want my jewelry, I want my clothes, I want my shoes, I want my makeup, I want all my stuff. So I think I'm gonna hit up a thrift store probably wherever we move next, just because it's less things to pack, and like I said, I'm probably gonna be working a lot the next 2 weeks, so just to get even more money saved up, just because we don't know when and where we're gonna be going, and it always costs a decent amount of money to move. No matter where you're moving to, it always costs something to move, and it's gonna be really stressful too, because we have to find where to move, and then we have to figure out what we're gonna do, if I'm gonna get my car up wherever we're going, or if I'm just gonna stay the no car life, or yeah, there's a lot to figure out. So if you want to get some tips or see what I do, what we come up with, keep following along. This channel is gonna have a lot of other stuff too, but more just to document what's happening. I would be inside, but the smoke alarm is constantly going off. The batteries need to be changed, but the smoke alarm is in the attic, and we cannot get into the attic. So yeah, it's been fun ever since we got here, which was in January 8th we got here, and the smoke detector fire alarm thing beeps like every 2 minutes.